Hey everybody, it's Actual Dragon Tears here. So, thank you all for over 1,500 subscribers. It's kind of insane because not that long ago I was only at 1,000, and then not so long before that I was only at 7. So this is really, really great. I mean, I can't believe that how big I've been growing in just 1 month. It's just kind of insane. But I didn't want to hold a big celebration for this, as it's only about a halfway mark in between 2,000 and 1,000. So I thought I'd do something, and what better to do than to use my new mic, the blue Snowball. How does it sound? I hope it sounds well. To tell a story about myself, or an experience I had. Something small, something fast, and something nice that will let you guys connect better with me as viewers watching someone that you guys like. So this experience that I'm talking about is a paranormal, at least what I believed was a paranormal experience. Whether you believe this stuff or not, that's up to you. I'm not making you or saying you have to believe it or not. I'm just saying what I experienced and what I believe happened. So, anyway, in my old house, there was this one room, and we called it the blue room because it was painted a dark blue. That room had problems with it for years upon years before I moved. Like, it was a problem pretty much consistently. Basically, what the problem was stuff happened in that room and we couldn't explain it. For example, it used to be my bedroom before I forced my sister to move into it. And one night, there was this tiny TV. It was like a little 12-inch TV. And it had a VHS player in it, so I could play my children's movies and whatnot. And one night, I remember, it turned on, and it was, of course, the static white noise because there was no tape playing, and it was just on white noise. And, of course, as a kid, not only did this freak me out because it's dark, it's nighttime, and a TV just turned on by itself. Oh, and it's white noise, which is just scary in itself, but the door was closed, and so it was almost pitch black, and with the brightness of that white light from the white noise, I could see the TV was unplugged. Now, I know that sounds far-fetched, and you're like, oh, you're making this up. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. That TV turned on when it was unplugged. And, of course, as little 5-year-old me, I screamed. And the second my parents pretty much burst through the door, the TV turned off. It turned off on its own, and that was it. And for the longest time, my parents thought I just had a nightmare. That was not a nightmare. I can tell you for certain that was not a nightmare. But anyway, after that experience, that's when I forced my sister to move into it, that room, and me to move out. And I guess she didn't have problems with it, at least none she said. But after she moved out, when she went to college, that room was left empty. And that's when things kind of started getting weird. In that room, the light would always turn on its own. And, I mean, it was an electric button. Like, it was a button to press it, not a switch. So, at first we thought, oh, it's just an electronical malfunction in the light switch. Maybe it's signal interference between another clicker and that one. Well, this went on for like 2 years before we moved, 2 or 3 years, and it was getting annoying because it would be one of those things where you'd turn it off, you'd walk downstairs, you'd go back upstairs, and the light's back on again. No one clicked any lights on, it just turned on by itself. One time, though, which is kind of funny, is the light turned on, and I was mad because I had just turned off the light. I opened the door, and I just blatantly speak out into the room saying, "Are you kidding me? Come on." And the light turns off. Just turns off right there in front of me. And that had never happened before. It had only just turned on. It's never turned itself off. So that freaked me out, and I swear I ran down that hallway so fast, and I dolphin dived into my bed. It's one of those, like, instinctual reactions, like, you just want to get away from that place, and that's what I did. So I dolphin dived into my bed, and I was just like, okay, what just happened? What just happened? So yeah, that alone was kind of freaky. But one thing that added to it was there was a closet in there, because it was a bedroom. It had a closet, and this closet also had a light in it, and that closet light began turning on as well. The only difference is that one is an actual switch, and that switch was moved. It pointed up when it was off and pointed down when it was on, and every time we walked in there, when that light was on, that switch was pointing down. So one time, it was midday, so I thought I was pretty comfortable, and I noticed, oh, look at that, the closet light is on. I gotta go in there and turn it off, which I was pretty reluctant to do because I really hated going into that room, but I did it anyways. And I walk into that room and I switch off the light. Everything's fine, nothing's creepy going on. But on my way out, I'm kind of looking around the room, and on one of the walls, there's this oval mirror, and this mirror has always been in there. It's one of those things that it came with the house. It's just kind of been there. So this oval mirror, which is on the wall, and I look at the oval mirror, and I look at my reflection. And I walk past the reflection, and it's fine. The reflection is, of course, doing everything I'm doing until I get to about the last part of the mirror. And at the last part of the mirror, my reflection smiles and waves at me. And I kid you not. I'm not joking with you. This actually happened, and it scared the living hell out of me. It's one thing for a light to turn off in front of you. It's a difference when you actually see yourself doing something you're not. If that makes any sense. And it scared me. It freaked me out. I was shook up after that, because I was thinking, no, I'm not going back in that room. There is something in that room that is manipulating my reflection. I don't want to go in there. So I was really freaked out. I mean, I refused to go in that room. And that happened a couple months before we moved. So I think I turned off the light a couple times after that, but for the most part, if the closet light was on and no one else was home, well, that light's going to stay on. I'm not going back in that room. I waited until someone got home and made them turn that off, because there was no way in hell I was going back into that room. So yeah, that was my paranormal experience with the room in my old house. Like I said, this is something very short and just a story time, I guess you could call it. Just to make you guys know a little bit more about me. Thank you again for 1,500 subscribers. That's absolutely phenomenal. I never would have imagined I would get that popular, especially in as short of time as I did. So, thank you all so much. If you liked what you heard and you want to see more of it in the future, tell me. I mean, I'd gladly do more story times. I have plenty of stories to tell you guys, and I think it'd be fun. I mean, it was kind of fun just speaking into the microphone, just no cuts, just straight talk with you guys, and that's nice. I like that. I like that. If you like the video, leave a like, and also share it if you found it interesting. It gets the video out there, and it gets my channel out there. That's all for now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.